Hi everybody, not Sportbat here. Hey, might as well make my introduction while my world loads. Welcome to Minecraft, welcome to the Create mod, and first and foremost, before I say anything, I have to give some credit, have to Kindle Bubble Dump. He's another YouTuber. Maybe I'll put a link to one of his videos. He really inspired me to keep going with my project. And when I came across a nice cave with a lot of ores in it, which is below us, I said I want to mine it with a gantry carriage like this. Why not? We've got a huge world. This is going to be permanent. Might as well dig some holes, have some fun, play. I started this at home, leveling out my home, which is, hold on, here. Sorry to make you watch this, but we started with mechanical pistons and drills, and we leveled all of this, leveled all of this, leveled all of this, leveled all of this, leveled, or this, sorry, yeah, two different levels, sloped it, that's sloped, goes down nice and beautiful around the corner, etc., with mechanical pistons, and rolled it and put a layer of grass blocks or grass down. Then we mechanically did this, all with a gantry carriage, mechanical piston, okay, sticky mechanical piston, and some drills. And I thought, well, let's take it to the next step. And I had started on this, and halfway through building this project, which was, I don't know, maybe a week ago, I got mad, not even a week ago, and I got a little angry at my redstone because I was didn't want to do it manually. I had it manually set up, so you just flip a couple switches and that's it. No sequence, gear shifts, nothing. Just forward, reverse, a couple shaft locks. It's like 4 levers. Done. Simple. It fit right here. That's why there's nothing here because now it's gone. That's what I have. So I said, well, okay, let's automate a little bit of it at least. While it's going down and drilling and going to the far end, let's make that automatic. Okay, and then I have to come back here and push a button and make it move over. Because while it's doing its drilling, I can go down here and stay away from it. As long as you're far enough away, it won't lag your game. If you're right beside this thing when it's drilling, you ain't gonna do nothing. So I went in and amongst all these caves and I slaved. I'm sorry, I did. I went before the drill and I removed a lot of water. Like beyond a lot of water. Over and above what I was supposed to. Even here, had to put a sand wall in to block it so I could. I see I missed one water source here, but I emptied everything. All of it. Took me a week while I was playing and messing with this at the same time. And when I finally got it going, I figured out, well, okay, now it hit the end, and then it was just going up and down, up and down. Oh, great. How do we stop it automatic without breaking it, bring it home, move it over with a push button, right? Like, or bring it home and let it stop here and then wait for me, ring the bell. Because you can hear this bell from a long ways away, you know. And then, okay, well, grab my elytra, grab some rockets, have an elytra here, fly up here, hit the button, it does its thing, moves over, it keeps going, go do some more water. Whatever. Go AFK. You know, make a coffee, have a drink, whatever. Play the game. But I couldn't do that easily. I could not make it just come back here and stop. Then I could, but then when I went to make it move over with a push button, that was really complicated. It wasn't that easy. So I took advantage of Kindle. I'm just going to call him Kindle. Of a couple of things I saw in his video that I did not know. It was the fact of the observer noticing that this is a solid block at bedrock. That helped so much. That was probably the biggest thing. As soon as I knew that, I'm like, oh, I know what to do. Then I tried with all old some old redstone droppers and a hopper and a dropper and making a timer to count like that, and I couldn't figure it out for the life of me. So I said, old redstone, and I went like that, and I walked away, is what I did basically. And I said, okay, why do we need to use all that old redstone, said to myself, when we have all this new stuff in the create mod? We have, yes, I use a few repeaters and comparators here. I use 2 sticky pistons, but that's besides the point. But why, when we have powered latches? I don't even think I use a powered toggle latch in here. Why, when we have all these powered latches and powered toggle latches and sequence gear shifts and all this stuff, why can't I do it that way? So I set myself to it. You know, portable storage interfaces, belts, everything. And I worked on it, And I think I got it. And if you hear this sound, that means we're actually done at the end. So, sorry to make you guys wait so long. Here we go. Let's start at the windmill. So, quick run over, like 10-second, 20-second run over. Windmill powers the gantry carriage. Boiler powers the processing system, because I also said I want to dig all that up and I want those ores. And I had a processing plant back at home. I have the exact same thing at home as that sitting at home base. I schematiced it and brought it over here and pasted it in on the side of this thing. Built a little platform, said, hey, I want that. Schematiced it. Brought it over, brought the parts. My boiler is legitimately my favorite part of this whole build. It really is. And now that I'm looking up there, let's just hold on one second. But my boiler is my favorite part. That is the cutest little boiler I've ever seen. I'm going to try something here. Looks like this is not connected. Yeah. That's better. No wonder my boiler was a little low. There we go. There we go. Okay. That's better. We fixed our boiler. It's even running a little faster. Good. And we have, oh, 1 second. Just want to make sure I have enough fuel that I can do my whole video here for you guys. Okay, there, we got 4 buckets of lava in there. Okay, so windmill, just a small little windmill, just over 1500, well, 1536 SUs of power, rotating that direction. Nice little windmill sails. Got a display here, shows how much SU we're using, which is barely next to, it's barely over 1,000, because everything is contraption powered. Then we have all our setup here, comes into a speed controller, full speed. This is our measuring device. One side comes over here. Just the one. This goes down and runs the belts underneath. Those belts there. So we have 2 belts running all the way down with portable storage interfaces to empty. And that's what this runs. This side over here with this clutch runs our entire sequence gear shift setup. The one to move chunk per chunk. And one to move and drill, to drill the hole and come back up. Our final home run, we're done, gear shift. And lastly, our return from that end here, every time it finishes a row, gear shift. So we got 4 of them. emergency clutch here with a switch here and switch here, which is off right at this moment. Forward and reverse gear shift for these gear shifts if we need to manually override stuff. We can't manually put that one in reverse. The home run one, we cannot run in reverse. I didn't put a reverse in it. It's belt driven. And I didn't have spot for a gear shifter. I could right there, but nope. I don't need to get that technical. All right. And of course, some redstone links. We have 2 gantry shafts. We have a 16 by 16 thing here. Now, yes. So yeah, I took advantage of a few mechanics that I now know. All right, so when we want to start drilling our hole, we're going to start some redstone, and it's automatic. We got the go button here. So we hit this button, this gets activated. I'll run you through just the redstone circle a quick second, and it's going to hit this. The bell's going to ring, giving us a warning it's drilling a hole. So we know. We can hear this from quite a far ways away. And then it's going to come around the corner here, and it's going to activate our gantry lock so that locks and the rope pulley can turn, and then it can go drill a hole. And that's what that is. So as you see, forward gantry lock. There's the other lock for that gantry shaft, and there's a lock right there. That lock is this one. So, and then it goes this way, and don't worry about this. This we'll discuss later in a second. Through a 38 tick timer repeater into a relay, which triggers our gear shift into first gear. We have 3 gears in there: forwards, reverse, stop, and then it's done. So first gear goes down. At the bottom, that observer sees that that's a solid block. All of a sudden, when it hits bedrock, it stops, and it triggers. Triggers that redstone link in the back, which is this one. Triggers this small delay through a block, small 1 tick delay, so 2 ticks, through here, hits this, almost 2-second delay, 38 tick delay, and hits it again. And the second gear is up, comes to the top, becomes a solid block again at the top, hits this again, hits all of this, hits that, shuts it off, everything stops. And at that point, when this is going on, it also breaks off and re-triggers our go button to, after it's done, after this, and all this goes, it's hard to explain, it re-triggers go. Because when this hits, and this hits, we have a slight delay over here through this of 2 seconds, 40 ticks, plus 2 ticks before our move 16 happens. So after it goes down, comes back up, and before it moves 16 forwards, we have that delay and some extra. It's complicated redstone, but you have to have all this delay and all this in there to work. And then it moves 16 forwards here and stops. And then it becomes a solid block. So then when this goes forward and stops, also, I'll show you one other thing. It stops. There's also a comparator on the side of our forward, reverse, stop gear shift for drilling. This comparator. And redstone links transmit how much power is being out. So when we're in first gear, we have power 1. When we're in second gear, we have a redstone of 2 to here. And then when we hit third and it shuts off, it triggers this, and we have a 5-second delay that it starts drilling. So after that hits, it moves forward, right? That hits to move forwards. We have 2 seconds plus 2 ticks, then it moves forwards. And then that comes over here, and we know that that stopped. Then this is already triggered at the same time, and it's the delay. We need some delay in there. Same here, 5-second delay. And then it re-hits that so that it can start again, and it repeats the process in a nice circle. That's kind of how it's explainable. And while that's going on, so we do not explode sequence gear shifts, because that happens a lot to me. I've blown this one up at least 10 times, and I think I blew this one up once. And I've blown these ones up too. The only one I don't think I blew up was, actually, I think I blew all four up at least once each. In order to not do that, we have some safety clutches. So you saw a clutch here and a clutch here. So what happens is we have twin latches, powered latches, twin of them. So when we hit drill, it locks our move 16 clutch out, so that if this one accidentally gets triggered, nothing happens. And at the same time, it unlocks the clutch for this, so we can do what we want. Then, when gantry shaft over there hits to move 16 blocks, here it locks this clutch right here, so it can't do anything, and then unlocks its own clutch, so it can move 16. So that's a safety. And we also have the third home empty clutch, or not the home run clutch, like I said, for over there, but the one at that far end. That one down there, the clutch for that function, which is that gear shift here, is also has its own safety. And you can see it's actually on right now. You cannot switch this because we're sitting in the home position. So it knows also, it has a sensing unit right here, square block, stone block, that tells this thing, this logic, that that thing is home, and to either start another process or don't do something. So, okay, now, and it's going to repeat this process. So now when it hits the far end in front of us, all the way down there, it's going to trigger this, which also, this will no longer be triggered, right? Because that thing's gone down there. So then this doesn't have power. So then when it hits the end, that triggers this, which unlocks our home and empty clutch, which is available to work. And when that happens, this triggers 3 seconds after it hits the far end. The sequence gear shift triggers already, and it starts coming back this way. So as soon as it hits the far end, it's going to stop everything it's doing and come back here. So also the signal goes this way though, and goes through this whole mumbo jumbo. So we have a 15-second delay, or extension, sorry. So this hits the far end, turns this on. 3 seconds after, it starts coming this way. But while that's happening, our bell tells us, hey, we've hit the end of the row. Plus, we have 15 seconds. This redstone will be activated constantly. And that 15 seconds is for this thing to come back to us, which shuts off the one clutch and the other clutch for the continuous drill and the move 16, just in case something happens there and we don't blow it up. Then it comes over here and hits this, which is our forward gantry lock, that shaft, and it hits it and unlocks it to make sure that this is not locked and we can actually bring it home. Then, sorry, went too far. It hits this as well, which is, you see right here, this frame glass and this piston, so that our observer detector here does not hit here and screw up and re-trigger a thing and blow up a gear shift. So this is a safety. Disconnects this while it's moving around. It disconnects it so that this doesn't accidentally hit this and re-lock something, or because that's what was happening. I didn't have something like this in here, and every time that thing started coming this way, it was always stopping 2 blocks out or 3 blocks out, and it wouldn't come home. I mean, what's going on? And then I watched it, and I saw one little short, tiny flash that when the redstone hit, it hit this, but it also hit this at the same time, and it actually went and did that so quick. So all you saw was not even, I can't even click my finger that fast. You saw one little flash, and that stopped it from moving those 2 blocks, 3 blocks, and depending on which one it happened, that's what happened. And that was because that observer thing was triggering this and re-triggering this. So then this shuts it off and prevents it. So then this thing comes all the way home and stops. Now I can't explain to you how it moves that way, but it does. So when it comes home, it triggers this, which locks that home clutch from down there coming this way off, so that won't break anymore. And then now I gotta follow my redstone. Okay, so then that's what that is. Okay. And it locks our portable storage interface because we don't want our portable storage interface. Every time the contraption moves and there's a portable storage interface beside it, it's going to stop at it and try and make a connection and transfer items. And we don't want that. We don't want that when we're moving 16 blocks over and forward. We do not want our storage interface off the start right now interfering, or when it comes back here and moves, because I have portable storage interfaces all the way down the belts for it to dump its items each pass. And I don't want it interfering. I want it to move 16 blocks and do a nice even pattern. Okay, so that's what's going to happen. Now, it comes over here as well. That's still working on that far signal, so we're still traveling down this signal. So it also blocks that. Now it also comes over here, and we have a 20-second delay, which this would have already started counting as soon as this lit up, right? So 5 seconds after this all shuts down, because this is all here, this and this and this is just to prevent nothing else from interfering with what it's doing right now. And that gives time for all the redstone in there if something is going on to time out, and it's done. And if those gear shifts can get fired, whatever, these clutches are going to stop anything from happening, no matter what. And this. And that shifts the, yep, I showed you that. And I showed you this. So now then after 20 seconds, it comes over here and it hits. And it hits this and the belt at the same time. And another 10-second delay, we have re-drill. So the 10 seconds delay and the drill is for it to move over and stop. And then hits this and it starts drilling. But right here, this one, that's where it comes from. Okay, so when it hits this and it hits this, what it does is that hits, but this also goes right here. So whenever we hit drill, we lock our gantry shaft right here. But after it hits the far end and comes back through this redstone relay right here, redstone link, and this repeater, it unlocks our sideways gantry lock because this doesn't have power anymore, so it can. And then when we hit, well, it doesn't matter because it's home here. Yeah. So then that unlocks this lock. Is that what it is? Yes. So it would unlock this, which means when stuff turns, this one's going to move no matter what. And it doesn't matter what lock position this is in if you really think about it. Because when this is locked, and this has to be locked in order for that to make the rope pulley turn. So it doesn't matter. So the moment we unlock this one and we turn something, this is going to move. So the moment that happens, it comes over here and unlocks this, and then that is touched already, right? So then it goes through and it just hits our move 16 solenoid, and move 16 over, stops. Then that last 10 tick delay you saw here, where is it? 10-second delay, sorry, starts the whole process over, and, well, everything resets. That latch relocks, so that gantry shaft relocks. This one, when we hit drill, relocks this gantry shaft and starts the whole process again. And it drills. And it hits the end. And it comes back, moves over, and it keeps going. And it works perfect. So we're going to try it here. We have a fully bedrocked dug hole here. All the way down, one pass. Then we can move over once. We can drill a little there to show you item transfer. Because you can see some obsidian there that I didn't drill right through. And then we can see it move a third time. And I'll explain to you how it all works. So now at the very far end, the last very thing, the home run switch is down there. So down there, this is our last circuit. So when the home run switch is activated and the gantry shaft moves its last 16 over to hit that far end, this gets triggered, which means home run, our shulker box is almost full. That's over there of our processed materials and whatever we want to keep. And it's up to you guys what you want to do over there. And this extends, giving the ability for that switch at that far end to do something here. Right now, if that one activates and hits the fire, it does nothing. But when that one is activated, it gives the ability for this circuit to be activated, this last one right here. And then there is the end. So it's going to go move its last 16, turn this on. Drill, 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 drill to the very far corner. When it hits that far corner, the moment the gantry shaft hits the end, it doesn't hit the end and do one last pass. No, I didn't build it like that. It hits the end, immediately turns around on the home run. Then this will activate, right? Because that's on. This is activating. It's going to go through here. We have a minute and a half delay. We have a minute delay. So for that minute, first minute is this whole vicious cycle here of it triggering that latch down there and coming home to this position, to the home position first. Gives it time to do that first. After the minute, and we know it's home, sucked all the way back here, 128 blocks, that triggers our gantry shaft moving, our lock. That's our undo that lock, so that thing can move after it's home. Then it triggers the safety thing, so we don't have that interference, like I said, with our observer sensor. Then it also locks out both of these after the minute, which is our move, our drill clutch and move 16 clutches, so they don't blow up. Even at the very end, doesn't matter if you're finished, you don't blow shit up after you're done. At the end of the job, you can't have broken equipment. And then that's after the minute, because this is a pulse extender. So for 1 minute, all this is activated. And after the 1 minute, half, like 10 ticks, is when, just to make sure everything's already stopped, it activates that to undo that switch, just in case it's still accidentally rotating and it doesn't move it sideways just a little bit. So that's why that's there. And then 30 seconds after all that is done, and we know everything's stopped again and nothing's going to go on, it's going to hit, and we have a powered latch that's going to turn on, which locks the portable storage interface. As always, our portable storage interface locks when we're moving, so we have that. I have that incorporated everywhere. And it's also going to hit our last home run gear shift, which is the sign that says, oh my gosh, I can write on the wall that this thing works properly. And that is that gear shift that comes off the backside that I said didn't have reverse. And what that one does is, once that hits, turns on this, it'll shut off after. So then while it's moving over, there's no more power here. So then this, remember, this is home position. So as soon as we get home, all the way home, over to this position with this gear shift, it's going to stop. This is going to hit. This gear shift has that timed thing, right? You saw? So the way this one works is when that last thing there with the science hits, it goes 128 meters, waits 2 seconds, goes 10 more meters just to make sure it's all the way home for sure, 100%. Then it has a delay. Then it switches gears, like both of these are input speed reverse, so it brings it home. And then this one says input speed forwards, because our portable storage interfaces when it's coming this way and it hits the portable storage interface and parks, just like it's sitting now, it's going to join and pass out one stack. This will stop. This becomes solid blocks. That quits working. But at the end of the job, we want this thing empty. We want our shulker box full, and we want to just be able to come over, turn our master switch off, shut the boiler down, and go home, grab our shulker box, take our stuff, enjoy our beautiful, beautiful loot that we got from all over the place. Right? But, so that's why it shifts gears and goes continuously forward. So when you come back here at the end of this job, this thing is probably going to be at that far end, continuously just running with this thing up in the air like this, empty. Just because I didn't put an off switch for the very, very end. It would have taken me another like 4 more hours or 3 hours or whatever to do that. Doesn't matter. It's not going to break nothing. You know, it's not costing you anything to run the windmill, which runs it, so it might lag your game a bit. And I mean, if you're around, check on it. Check on it. I'm going to be here the whole time I'm digging this. You know, I am going to stop it halfway through because I can have that ability after I'm done showing you guys here. But now that's enough talking. Let's actually watch this machine work. And I'm sorry we're a half hour into the video and you haven't even seen this thing turn one single half rotation. And I pray that it works. I really do. Like, you know how nervous I am? You guys have no idea. I am so nervous that all this is not going to work. Yeah. All right. Let's get to work. Let's drill some holes. All right. You guys ready? Let's double check all our safeties. And no matter what, where this switches and all this are, when we start off and hit go, it'll turn everything to where it's supposed to be. So let's try this. I don't have the song I want, which sucks. It really sucks. And actually, in my wanderings, I found a skeleton spawner in the ground, down just under the village and over ahead a little. But anyway, shall we try this thing? Let's roll. Let's see if it works 100% of the time. Now, I'm not going to do time lapse. I don't do time lapses. So we're going to watch it here. And I'm just going to watch from the first one. Okay, we're good. As long as it does that, I know it's good. Now we can come watch our redstone. Alright, so it is coming back up. You will see clutches switch gears here. See how they switch? And you can see it has moved ahead. And it goes back down. I love it. I love it. I'm so excited. And it's going to go all the way down. Was that sand? Did an Enderman bring sand in? Let's get to drill one hole. Drill, 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 sand. Oh, we missed the sand. Yep. And it's going to come up. This is awesome. I love it. So we can show you the village while this is going on. And it comes up. You can see our signal. Moves ahead. Here's our signal here for moving ahead, right? Drill another hole. Oh, I love it. Love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, well, so the whole reason I found this giant cave underneath here is I was flying around. And I missed. So I was flying around and I found this village. Then I came into the village. I have to go from up top because I can't remember where it is. There it is. And I saw this. here. First I saw, 2 levels. Okay. Then I saw this. I went, okay, 3 levels. Then I saw this. And I went, what? 4 levels? Then I came over here. And I went, what is that? And I saw this. And then lo and behold, hold on. I saw this yet too. And I heard villagers and I went, what? And I went, oh my God, look at this cool village. And look at the caves here. So I went exploring through these caves. Now I gotta get out of here somehow. And I came across a giant cave in the ground out here with a ton of ores. And that, I said to myself, hey, I want that. That's what I wanted. I said, I want those ores. Look at the diamonds. Look at all this stuff. And that's when I came across the plan to build this. So, yeah. Like I say, a lot of credit goes to Kindle Bubble Dump. Absolutely. He helped me with some redstone without him even talking to me. So, okay. Can see it. Still rocking and rolling. Looks like we have 2 more movements. Won't take much longer here. Yeah. Like, look at the loot down there. Diamonds, diamonds. Lapis, redstone, diamonds. There's even diamonds on the walls in a spot or 2 or somewhere, I thought. But anyways, yeah. Even emeralds. I thought there's emeralds at the far end on that wall. Anyhow, and it's almost on its last pass here. It's got to go one more time. Who knows? Maybe we get to watch it drill 1 layer here. Because I actually had this, when I did this hole, I might accidentally had it set at 15 meters. And, okay, it's going to move ahead. Okay, it's got, oh, sorry, 2 more. So that should be, okay, that's the second last one. We got 1 more movement coming yet. So we'll go back here and we'll watch home. The home empty position one. Not the home run, but this one. The one when it hits the far end. So here it comes. I think, are we in gear 2? Yep. The Nixie tubes show me what gear my gear shifter's in, so I know if it's going up or down. And then it's going to move ahead, and we're going to hear this bell. Oh, wait a minute. What? Oh, am I missing something here? Unless it actually didn't hit the end yet. What gear are we in? First gear, we're still going down. No, we haven't hit the end yet. At least I hope not. If we did, I have a bad redstone link. And stop, move. There it is. Okay, yeah. There's our home situation. I have my gamma turned up. Monsters will spawn here. Okay, so now it's coming home. Please tell me it comes home all the way. Yes. Stops and waits. Oh, moves over 16. Yes. Yes, yes. And it only unloads the portable storage when, oh, there was 1 piece of sand there, it goes to drill again. So our quarry only empties after it's completed 1 whole pass and come back up and came home and moved over. and then when it goes down, that's the only time I could think of to let it empty without interfering our 16 movement. So, look at this, man. It's going to do its thing. I can't believe it works so far. It will dig the whole hole. I may skip it here in a second and show you guys how that works down there. But I want to mine that. I want to dig that out. So here we go. We got one more pass. Oh, oh. We got to go all through all of that. Okay, let's speed this process up here a little. Now this is where having some safeties in here is nicer. And having the ability to manipulate things. But I can only do it at a certain spot, and it's only once I can help it. And that's after it moves ahead, starts going down. We have to wait for that to go through. I think it did already, and we can trigger this, and it'll come back up. And it'll trigger, and it will move ahead. And it will stop. And that triggers, starts drilling. We just give it a second for a redstone to quit. We can switch it into reverse. So we can help it along if we have to. And I like that. I like the ability to also control the machine, not just turn it on. And I don't know, I like having a little bit of sense of, hey, what's going on? This is broken. I need to stop that, or I need to this. Why is it not doing this? I need to trigger this function, right? So that's why you see a switch panel. It's a game. Play. So I love it. Yes, absolutely. It's yeah. It just baffles me that I got this. I'm so impressed. Like, wow. We're almost there. Looks like we might only have 1 or 2 more cycles here. And then, oh, yep, see? End of the row. Okay. See, you hear this bell? That's why that is there. So that doesn't interfere with what's going on right now. So watch what happens here. So, it's going to come home. It's going to move over. And when drill hits, we are going to empty our process here, our stuff. There's a little delay. It's just to make sure everything is stopped. Oh, right, we didn't drill anything that time. Right. Should we help this thing along? I don't think we have time anymore. I did have time. And we hit the bottom. We're coming back up now. I love that display there. That helps too. You can see what gear you were in. It will come up. Oh, I have to watch over here. And it will move over. Or move forward, sorry. My bad. And it will go down. And we're going to help it here. Because this is the chunk I want to mine. This one coming up. Whoa. Uh-oh. Better get up there. I only have 1 rocket left. My bad. I forgot to crouch. Oh, is it? Yeah, remember when I said, yeah, yeah, like I said, my counter was at 15 when I dug this hole. But whatever, it's off. I I didn't test if it actually dug 128 by 128. This is my very first time I'm running this system. So you and me are exploring and experiencing this for the first time together. I am like so stoked that it is doing what it's doing. Doesn't matter to me if it looks like it's off by one block. I don't care. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to move this thing to a new spot when it's done. And then, brand new, I'm actually going to smash it all, schematic cannon it, by hand, in survival. Just like I'm at right now. Which is not fun. That involved a lot of copper scaffolding to get this high. And then build a platform, and then, oh my. Yes. So, sorry to make you watch this thing drill, but hey, we're actually doing some drilling here. And I'm going to let it do this twice. So, because I want that diamonds. I want them. Plain and simple. And we get to test our storage system. We get to test our processing system. So I know it's a long video. I like it. This is amazing. Totally amazing. I love it. We're gonna get some obsidian on this go around. I see. We're gonna get a few pieces there. It looks like 2 blocks of obsidian. I think that's only double. Oh, and since I'm here, we're gonna have to go home and get some sugar cane. Unless I have sugar cane on me. No. Not in the ender chest. No. Because where's my paper? Okay, never mind. We'll use half of it. In case we fall. Some fireworks. We're almost there. Looks like we got about 10 more Y levels. Almost there. I didn't expect it to drill one like that. I forgot I had 16. Or I forgot I'd moved it over 1 because I had problems with that was actually part of that was actually the gantry shaft right here, 1 extra, and I moved it out. That's now a shaft. Well, actually, that's now a gearbox. Here comes our obsidian. Is it going to grab all of the obsidian or just part of it? Ooh, look at it chew on it. It's moving a lot slower now. And plus, uh, that's full speed. She's chewing hard on that obsidian. It will break it. I know it will. Yeah, there it goes. And we should have another thing. You see that lava? That's another thing to warn you guys. Don't build anything wood on there. Like around the outside, put all your barrels in 1 block in from the outside. All your wood 1 block in. Because if this happens, you can burn stuff if it stops at the very bottom and sits there. Right now it shouldn't light on fire, but if it breaks and stops in lava, you're going to start your wood on fire. But while it's drilling, lava doesn't bother it. Doesn't matter. So it's almost there. We should have 1 more layer here to go through. So I would recommend a circle of stone around the very outside, all the way if you can. And then barrels and wood in the middle. I burned this one. I burned about 6 or 7 blocks worth of planks and a couple of barrels and stuff. Okay, there. Hits the bottom, come up. Still looks like it's in 1 piece. We got the gold. Yes, I love it. So, and then it's going to move ahead. don't think I'm going to make you guys watch it mine those diamonds. Maybe. We'll see. Because we should have enough to... Oh, I love how it works. We should have enough stuff here to show you how the storage system works. But I want those diamonds. Okay, fine. I want those diamonds. And we can come delete some lava. There's the diamonds in the wall. All right, welcome to the lowest Y level in the world. Yeah, see? Yeah, but my counter's just off, that's all. So, it's coming down. It's going to do its thing. See, this is why you want to come down here. You notice that? You hear that? That was experience. And we get some wheat seeds, you know, whatever. Glow squid ink when you have water. The amount of glow squid ink you pick up is cool. So let's get rid of some lava here. There comes our drill. Oh, my game's gonna start lagging. So my apologies for the game lag. I feel bad. Actually, it's a good thing we're testing this, because then we know if it's gonna actually move ahead 16. I think it does, actually. Looks like that row coincides perfectly with that. Is our lava gone? There we go. So you need drills on the bottom and the top, because you were going to have obsidian generation. You were going to have cobblestone generation. You were going to have all kinds of generation, all kinds all over the place. Yep, it did move 16 blocks. Okay. This is so awesome. I have to wait, because I can't fly up there while it's drilling. I love how even it skips caves, everything. That's why I also figured this is going to be a fairly quick process. Like, I'm going to dig this hole big. You think that's as far as I'm going? No, I'm going more than 128 blocks. But I'm probably going to go that way. So I'll have to take this whole contraption and move it that way. Because that way is water. The ocean is, like, right there. So this shouldn't be too bad because we don't have any obsidian left. And... four rockets to get up here. Ooh. And it's going to come up. Okay. I just want to shut it off. Because I want to run this manually and show you guys what happens. So then we need to move it ahead 16. Just wait. Okay, let's do it again. I don't hear that bell. Interesting. Right. This is why I like having redundant safety features. Whoops, I just wasted a rocket. Okay, now, let's bring it home. I'm going to let it move over and just empty its contents, which we'll go watch. And the portal single storage interface should interact. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, we have a slight error still. I have still some small designing to do. You can see I'm off by 1. But it is emptying our items. There's our diamonds. And our items, as you can hear, are done. And it's going to go start drilling. We'll cancel that in a second. But our items would have came into here. Whoops. Into these vaults. Oh, shoot. Gotta do something. Yep, hold on 1 second. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. Sorry, everyone. I forgot. There we go. My bad. We have to burn our items. Oh, and we also have to... I wasn't leaving my shulker box there. This is the loot that I have already got out of that hole. I just didn't want to... Oops. I didn't want any of this here while I was messing around with my schematic cannon. All right. Okay. So it's... Okay, it's actually drilling, so let's just kick it back up. That should bring it up, and we'll stop it. And we'll stop it completely for a minute and let our redstone go through. Okay, we should be good. Now, I want to unlock that. This one doesn't matter, no. And I want to... We'll move over 16. And we'll move over 16 again. Right, yeah, that's how I built it now. We don't have to worry. When we do it this way, it won't actually restart the system. Okay, and then we're going to trigger the home run now, and I'm going to show you the last feature of this system, which shall trigger here in a minute. Okay, so that triggered. As you can see here now, our home run function has triggered, but we have not hit the end of the row, so now we have to go do that. So we need to relock this. And that one's already not locked, which is perfect. It won't be locked anyways because we're pushing that button. So, okay. Now, let's move it to the end of the row. Don't ask me how that is not all working, but it's not. I love how I built my system. So we're going to trigger home run, and we're going to show you the very end. And there it is. Okay, so now this is home run, home run. This is the last circuit. This one takes a little bit, but in the first part, it is bringing it back here. And it's going to bring it home. And it's going to stop. Now, our safety there, so nothing happened accidentally, just let go. And oh, wait a minute, why is it doing that? It's drilling a hole. I may still have some time difficulties here. Interesting. Why did it not do what I asked it to? Unless that house lit up, then this would have functioned. I should check if this was actually functioning. I didn't see, because I don't see no results here. Oh, fine. Well, we know where the end of our hole is going to be. All right, well, doesn't matter. We got our half done. The home run feature technically doesn't matter, because it'll just keep going up and down over there at that end. We'll just figure this out quick. It's just a matter of delay here. So, because maybe that's my problem, is I was skipping it with that button and not passing it like I'm doing now properly, like this. So that's probably could be it. Sorry. Still works though. Still works like it's supposed to. I am so impressed. Here we go. Like if it disappears, it starts again. Almost there. And we could let it dig some at the end. Okay, so it hits the end. So that hits. Oh, okay, it's already on its way back, but I didn't see none of this hit. Oh, maybe I need repeater here. If that happens, I'm going to be angry. I think I do. I need repeater. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's bringing in items. Please tell me it's dumping items. Yes. That's all our items it drilled out of that hole. Okay, hold on. We need 2 redstone repeaters, which I don't even think I have. I know I had 1, didn't I? Yes. And do we have redstone repeater here? No, I don't know the exact recipe. 3 stone. Oh yeah, we have all of that. We'll make 4. I think that's my problem. it should be. Okay. So are we actually drilling holes? Ugh. Okay. Debugging, debugging, debugging. I'm still gonna post this video. I don't care because not with every great success comes great struggle, or something like that. I can't remember the exact words. So now you're gonna watch me do this all over again. And when it gets to that end, I need to be back there. I don't understand why it's not working. It worked perfectly. I'm sure it's a difference between creative and survival, is what it is. Because I had to go manually flick every toggle latch, or powered latch, sorry, and replace a couple gear shifts and vaults and fluid tanks. You saw me replace a fluid tank to get everything to work properly. And I had to double hit all these switches. I hit this switch and those didn't lock. I hit it off and hit it on again. Then they locked. You know, all that kind of stuff. So, yes. Not giving nobody grief, nothing, but do you know how many hours these guys or everybody else, every other content creator spends on making videos to make it look so good? I give them guys, everybody, so much credit because I don't edit my videos. Raw, unedited footage, me. I might edit my video once in a blue moon. We're just gonna I'm gonna let it mark our end of the cave there. For the heck of it. And oh, shoot. Okay, yeah, this time it worked. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Wait. Wait. What's going on here? I need more delay somewhere. Wait for it. Wait for it. Mm, wait for it. Oh, wait for it. Come on. Wait for it. My redstone delay is slightly off. Come on, wait for it. What? What do you mean, no? Well, either way. So we need a little extra delay at the end here because you guys saw it. See, this is where debugging comes in, but that's okay. I'm going to work on it. Oh, wait. What's it doing here? It's doing something. Huh? What's going on here? Okay. Well, let's let it drill. So, okay. So at this end, for some reason, when it hit that end, it actually moved the gantry shaft back just a little bit. So when this hit and this hit, somehow it moved that gantry shaft a little, which would be... unless me making my adjustments screwed it up. Should we just try it one more time? I know I'm making you guys watch all this, but hey, it's all part of it. 0. Right. We did not unlock this thing, which was this one, because that, okay. I think I just need to add one of these here on receive with this, and that'll prevent this from happening again. I think. Oh, no, no, no. I think that's what I need to do. All right. Let's fix this thing. See, that is the final gear shift running. Now we need to reverse on. Turn that on because it's done. Then we need to bring it up. So that needs to be locked, yes. This needs to be locked. And we need to reverse run it till it comes up. And then we shut it off. Come on. Okay, we can shut it off here in a second. We'll let the redstone time out. We should hear a bell. Might not. Okay. Now we should be able to hit move over, right? Is that how we do it? We're trying it. Ugh. My bad. That was the wrong way. I forgot to flip my locks. Just give it 1 second here. Make sure it's all the way at home. Now it is. You saw it wasn't. Now we need to move over. So we need... That one doesn't matter. We need that unlocked. I keep forgetting about that. And then we need to move it over. Okay, so that hits. And that should stay locked. Now, we need to start our sequence. It's because I'm doing it manually, right? Skip it. You gotta watch me push these buttons the whole time again. No, you don't. Hang on a sec. I'm just gonna wait for that to finish. So if we unlock that, keep this locked, start it, hit the constant. Oh, wait. Start it, hit it. We should see it going out. Now this is constantly moving it. So we gotta guess when it's almost at the end. There. Wait for everything to go through. And no safeties, no reverse. We'll put her in proper run mode here. We'll skip it. Stop. Move forwards. Stop. Drill. Skip it. Move forwards. It should hit end of the line here. See there, that is not what I want. But it is coming back home, as you can see. I don't know why this circuit's not working anymore. I messed with something. Yep. Somehow I messed with something. I'll have to do some more debugging. It's not the end of the world that the home circuit doesn't work. But we are still waiting here. But I can tell just by looking out there, it's broken. Some of my delay here, something is going wrong. And did we blow up a gear shift? Still have our 30 to wait for here. I don't understand why it's not working 100%. Almost there. Yeah, the I'm coming home thing works perfect. There's just some timing wrong. Then it should. Whoa. Why is it still moving? Oh. My bad. So I just have something a little off here on some timings and some redstone sequences for our You're Done, Come Home sequence. So I'm going to have to mess with it and figure this out, and I will get back to you guys. But we have our 99.9% working. So thanks everybody for watching. I'm not going to make you guys watch me fight and fight and fight and fight. I'm sorry it's such a long video, but most of my videos are long. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. I am still super excited about this project. I love it. It is working. It's just I quit. I should just quit touching redstone and should have just left it work. Okay. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.